Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. It's an overcast day here in Central California. I sat down to do a video here and put some music on so I could prep, and I just kept working. So I thought I'd show you what I did. As you may recall, we're doing a hardcover journal. This is our Vinca Victoria hardcover journal. The paper collection is by the book Vandal shop, and the link is below in the description box if you'd like to go to Dawn's Etsy store and purchase this. I'm doing a 2-signature journal. I have not put the pages together yet, but we did do the cover. It's a gutted book cover, and we wrapped it with a couple of the background pages, and then I reinforced the spine with a little bit of well, not really chipboard, more cereal box weight piece of excuse me, card. It was actually a backing off a scrapbook paper pack, and then I've wrapped it with some linen. So that's our cover. I pulled out a piece of ephemera, this one, so I know I'm going to use this on the cover. Probably layer it and then put maybe a journal something on the bottom. So that's where we've gotten with this. And then, like I said, I haven't put all the pages together. I pulled them, but I haven't put them together. But I've been working on the ephemera. This collection comes with so much ephemera. 12 sheets of ephemera, 13 background pages, one of which is the plain one. So I printed out the 12 pages, and then I backed them all with the 13th. I think it's number 3. So last time we did these little envelope pockets, that was inspired by Shabbydabbydoodah, and I think I forgot to leave that link, so I have to go back and edit that description box and put that in there. But this basically has a pocket on the top here and a tuck spot here and then a pocket here, and I think I'm going to glue this on 2 sides and just make a another tuck so that we can have something larger back there, a large tag or some writing paper or whatever. And then I've just made a little cluster here with some, dictionary page and some trim, and one of the circles that was in one of the ephemera pages added a button, and those were the pockets we made yesterday. And then we decorated a couple of envelopes also from the collection with a little bit of I call it wedding lace. It comes in a roll, huge roll, 6 inches wide, and it gets very dusty. Everything sticks to it. So anyway, but we did a couple of envelopes there again with just added a couple of buttons. So what I've got here, there are 2 corner pockets in the collection. I've added some of that dark brown trim to it, added a couple of bling flowers from this strip. Love that trim. Oh, look at that. That one's not even colored all the way. How funny. So I've got 2 corner pockets ready to go. And then there were these 4 pockets. So I've added the green, olive green trim to the bottom of these. I thought that was cool. There's so much going on with these pockets already. Dawn has decorated everything so beautifully. Lots of layers. I don't feel a need to add a bunch of stuff to it, so I've just added that olive cotton trim to the bottom of these 4 pockets. And then here is an envelope. Now I cut this one down a little bit so it would fit in and out of the pocket easier for me, but little booklet here, and I've rounded the corners, little coin envelope there, and I've just added some mocha trim to the bottom of this. Now this mocha trim is wider, and that is why I don't use it so much. And so I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I thought, you know what, there's like a row in between there, and I followed that and I cut off this strip, which we can easily use. It's not unraveling or anything. I've pulled on it and tugged on it. I want to use this for some tag toppers. And then I'll have this little bit narrower lace to use. So I have done that to the bottom of the coin pocket, and then I went and made up the library pocket that she's included with the collection, and put the library card in there, added some more of that mocha trim to the bottom. So I do have a few more pieces of ephemera to make. Thought I'd do it with you. These are very, very simple, but I just, you know, I have to spend time with you today. These are going to be side tucks. These will be on the edge of the page and open this way for writing inside. So I've gone ahead and added the lace just on this side. So I will want, this is the right way up, I'm going to want to add the lace on this side. I'm going to open it so I don't glue it shut, because it happens all the time actually. Because as I'm applying the glue here, I inevitably will slip, and then I close it shut. Okay, so I'm just putting this along the edge like so. I found this little tiny lace. I don't know where it came from, but I like it. And I like it for this because when you open this, you want to be able to write on it. And if I put a big, you know, thick lace on there, it would make it difficult to write on. So that's what I've done for that. And then I don't really want to add any bling or anything else to this either. Maybe when I come back, you know, we'll see. I may add some little, these little teeny tiny ones. We'll see. But I think I'll probably just leave them so that you can pull out and you can write on that, because you've already got texture here with that. And so that will be the side tucks. So we've got 2 of those. And we've got some belly bands. And I'll probably put those envelopes in the belly bands. But this was one of the journal cards from the collection, which happened to be just the right width. So I'm just going to add a little bit of lace trim to this. Like I said, I don't want to make it overly complicated because these images are already so perfect. So I'm going to do this along the edge like so, and then trim it off because it's pretty wide, and it's about, let's see, my pages are 5.5, and I think this measures 5 1/4. So I don't want it going into the spine, so I'm just put the lace inside like that. Okay, and then we will trim this and trim this. Now, that's going to go this way, and it does say on the bottom 3933 Vinca minor, the common periwinkle or running myrtle, natural size. Oh, so that's natural size. Well, in the book it came out of. It's possible that it was resized since then. I do want to put something on the sides of these though. So let's see, do we want to, yeah, let's put a 3. I say a 3, but I'm just going to come up here, and because the way these are all made to nest inside each other, you end up with some weird butterfly kind of shapes. But that's okay. I just cut around them. Let's come from this side. Cut around them. And then sometimes you can piece those together as well. So we'll do this. Somewhat centered. And this is very sticky, so I'm not worried about the glue here. It's very, very sticky. There we go. I thought I did 3, but I did 4. That's okay, it works. Rub that down. And we've got a nice little belly band. So let's do something similar on this one. This one, I had to trim it down a little bit, and it's because I printed the ephemera on borderless, which I should not have done. I should have let it do its actual size, but you know, live and learn. So it's a little bit larger than it should be, and so I did have to trim it down about a 1/4 of an inch total. I did 1/8 of an inch from the top and bottom. And we're going to do the same thing here with this trim. Like that. And here. I can't believe it's Thursday already. This week has just flown by. It's crazy. Crazy time. And we had such beautiful weather, and now it's a little overcast. May or may not rain. Probably snow up in the mountains. We're not very far from excuse me, from Yosemite or the Sierras, so we're right in the valley. It's funny, I used to live in Phoenix, the Valley of the Sun. Now I live in the Central Valley of California, agricultural capital of the world. Alright, so I think on this one we probably can go 3. So let's say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because 4 would be too big. So let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the big pearls. So if I say 3, then that will be 1, 2, 3. And the flower that surrounds it, like that. Some of them some of the ephemera I put bling, some I did not. I'm going to wait and see on the others, like the pockets. I don't think it needs it because I'm going to be putting things in the pockets. So I got to wait. I've got to wait and see on that, what I want to do. And after I get everything put together, all said and done. So, all right, so there we have our couple of belly bands, horizontal one and a vertical one. And we will put some fun stuff in there. There's lots of tags and things, and I did make some other tags as well. All right, I haven't done these for a while. I wanted to do some, I call them fold over, flip over tags. It is a tag, and this one measures 2.5 by 4.5. This pattern was not, what did I get that off of? It wasn't a tag. It was, oh, it was a booklet, a small booklet. So that's where this came from. And so I just trimmed it down at 2.5 and made a tag out of it. So I've got 2 here. I've already gone ahead and inked that. This will be a really quick one. You can see how fast this is. Now, what I do is, if you're doing the 4.5 inch, this is kind of the standard size I do. Let's make sure that's somewhat centered there. Okay, I score these on my scoreboard with the tag part that's clipped, and I score at 1 1/4, and then I flip it around and I score at 1 1/2. Now that's if you're doing 4.5, because that folds up here, leaves me a little bit of 1/4 of an inch there, and then this folds down nicely, and I don't have, you know, a piece showing. You don't have to do it exactly like that, you know, just kind of fold it together and see how it works. And then what I do with these is I just clip them to the top of a page. I'll probably put the small portion here, and then it's just a little secret little journal spot. So let's see, where do I want that lace? I got that, put that piece on. I'm gonna tuck this under so that I can make sure this is even across the bottom. It always looks even, and then I turn it over and I'm like, whoa, not even. There we go. Just a little bit poking out the back, and then I'll just go ahead and trim that little piece off. And there we go. So now we've got 2 of these, and these will just, let me have a, if this is the page, these will just tuck this way or this way, whichever way you want it to be over the top of the page, and like so. I probably don't want it on that little jewel, but like so, and it gives you a little tuck spot on both sides. So that's fun. All right, so let's see, I have one more. This is one of the ticket clusters that's on the ephemera pages, and I've just made it into a little clip. I've punched out a couple of circles out of cardstock. This was that cardstock that I accidentally printed out when I didn't know cardstock was in my printer, so I printed out a background page on there. I've inked around that, and what I want to do, I usually, on these small clusters like this, I'll glue the bigger piece to the inside and save the smaller piece for the outside, because when you're trying to attach this on the page, you don't want this to be the only room you have, because you will keep clicking it on this, and it's a little bit easier to clip it on the page when you have a little more room. That's just my thing, but anyway, that's my reasoning. It works for me. So I'm going to just add some Beacon 3-in-1. You could do this with hot glue. It would be a lot faster, but I find that this is pretty quick. It's hard for me. Well, I can get a glue gun in here. I have a strip, power strip, but I'm just not good with the glue gun. Okay, so this, yeah, I want to make sure it's the right way up, and I'm just going to glue this right in the middle, like so. We have time to adjust it. Just put it right in the center. It's nice and cool, so you can tell when it's the acetone. When the acetone is gone, it will no longer be cool, and that's when it begins to get tacky. So, all right, see, that didn't take very long. All right, now I have this little piece of that blue trim, and I'm going to glue this down on the bottom. It is going to cover up some of our Vinca, but that's okay. We have one that'll still be on the top. That glue string is spinning it around. It must be still attached. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to attach that to the bottom there. Let's see. I want to look where my pin is. I want to keep my paper clip straight up, like so. Just tack that down. And I'm going to, I don't know if I want to trim a little bit of this side piece off. It'll still have some dangly bits on the bottom, but I think it'll just look a little bit neater if I trim these off on the sides. Let's see if I go, that's not going to show anyway, so those are attached. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And then I will add this little flower. Now, because this is on fabric, I am going to add a little bit of glue to the fabric, because I don't want that flower coming off. And we will attach that down like that. And voila, we have an altered paper clip. I love doing these clips, especially when the paper collection is so great. Like these were already really neat clusters, and I just think that's fun. Plus I love all this these dangly pieces. So alright, so we have a ton, I'm reaching behind me, we have a ton of ephemera pieces here to go in our journal. So I think I will get the journal put together, get all the pages in and everything, and then tomorrow we'll be back to put it all together. This was a lot of fun to work on. I love it when it goes smoothly like this. I didn't really have to question what I was going to put in it because there was so much fun stuff already included. So thank you, Dawn, for an awesome kit. You did a great job. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.